I sinking to? This is a fucking amazing start already.
I was like, wait, what are we singing?
Fuck it. This is the beginning. What's up? How you doing, man? What are we doing today?
We're making a really good video, except we forgot the camera.
Yeah.
We have mics though,
No
and that's
video.
cool.
We just hold up our phones right in front of us the whole time recording.
It's pretty pro.
Yeah. So this is a new segment for kind of both PattNardz and Brewhouse. We're gonna call it KickBack.
KickBack.
And it's just, we do this channel because it's fun.
Sexy.
Yeah, and it's sexy. And kisses all the ladies. Don't ever do that again. Why are your fucking shoes on in my fucking apartment? I've told you this so many times. No, it's like, put it on the tile. You bitch.
For anyone who can't see this, because obviously we don't have any cameras on, I threw my shoe. Kevin did not like it.
Much to my dismay. Yeah.
Dismay.
But yeah, we have our day jobs. Like Pat is in the gaming industry as a QA, working his way up to be designer, right? Is that what you want to do? Or like project manager?
Man, I don't even fucking know. No, I would like to just have at least, because designer is really weird. There's not many opportunities out there for designer, because it's most of the time, like, there's a handful of designers that run a company that would be mammoth, and everyone wants to be like, oh, I'm a game designer, because that's what like a lot of the college diplomas say. But you might not be a game designer. I just want to work in a like legitimate form of creation in the game.
Yeah.
So design
like a producer or something.
Yeah, like just make a few $1 million, open up that studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, just more like I actually want to create games.
Yeah, very cool. And I've just been busy working on some trailers and TV spots for movies and television and even some like just digital stuff, and that takes up a lot of our time, so we don't get to do Brewhouse and PattNardz as frequently as we'd like. Just time management and fucking we don't have that much free time. And then on our free time we want to have fun and hang out, and we told each other that like this channel, it's gonna be for fun, and if we're having fun, we're gonna fucking do it. If we want to do something else, we're gonna do something else. So we didn't want this to be like a job or obligation. Sure. Because this isn't our job.
Wait. My W-2 says different. No.
But yeah, we thought this would be a good way to like get back into it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to set up streaming on Twitch. That'd be more convenient for me just to show up and then do what I'm doing on the fly, which is normally what I do when we shoot episodes anyway.
Yeah.
Just with Kevin's production values. So like the Twitch would be easier for me to pull off. I'm just working with that because I don't have a massive setup to do it right now, but I'm still working on that. That will be out soon.
Yes. Soon. Cool stuff in the works. It's just like they'll be put out years from now. No.
We're just Switch one better be not years from now.
We're just sticklers. We're just sticklers for quality. We actually filmed a Brewhouse episode recently, and we just thought it wasn't good enough.
I thought it was amazing.
Maybe we'll release it later. There's an idea. Yeah. Release it later as like a lost episode.
Yeah, we'll just put out the raw footage of us being stupid and drunk.
Yeah. Oh,
we're not even drunk. We're just hot. We just got so hot.
Yeah, it was like
9,000 degrees, and we're in our garage set, and it's just no air.
And the only thing I could think about that whole time was how fucking bad the sound was gonna be. Just because
your like eyes twitch and you're like, this
every
is
time
going to be
every
bad.
time we record, I'm just like, this better sound fucking good.
Right? Like I normally don't care that much because I mean, for anybody who doesn't know, I have a background in musical theater. So I have production values that are pretty much just like a
Visual.
stage mic and just project.
Yeah.
Don't worry, like don't let the mics be your only way of saying stuff. And Kevin's all about perfect audio, and I'm like, there's no effing way you can do perfect audio in theater. And it's just like Kevin's like, I need perfection in audio. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I mean, like I could just wing this with like a 2-second reverb, and I'll be like, this is good. Let's ship it.
Yeah. But I mean, with what we had to work with before I got these mics and stuff, like our setup was just a white foldable chair, a tripod with a DSLR camera on it, and the camera was not there to record.
Yeah.
That was our mic stand.
The camera was a tripod.
Yeah,
it was like the best.
And I didn't even have like a normal size tripod.
Yeah, you had this like mini
it was
tiny
a Joby.
Yeah.
It's one of those flexible Joby
like
gorilla
octopus
pods.
thing. Yeah.
But hey, you know, we made it fucking work on that one PattNardz, the one PattNardz episode.
I promise, guys, we will have more PattNardz. Like I just got really swamped with my game stuff. I'm trying to move up in the company I'm with right now and get that money and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I definitely am. I am working and I am still writing stuff for PattNardz eventually. I just, when I get that time,
It's just life.
Because I don't want to put stuff out and then go on a massive break again.
Yeah.
I want it to be more consistent. So
yeah, and this is a good way for us to get some consistency because we're just chilling.
Yeah, and again, it's also a way for us to
kickback.
reach out to you guys.
Yeah.
Like, obviously this is the first time we're ever doing this, so the next time I would love to have any questions that you have. Like, we'll answer those and stuff like that. Obviously, no one's gonna know this is coming up until it's up, but we can't like future get questions. But yeah, like we'll do that, and then maybe we'll work on something of like something like a Twitter ask questions or something like that.
Yeah, something.
But sure, but this is also just a really good way for us to talk to you.
Get back in the groove. Just get in front of a microphone, other than at karaoke, which we go to every Tuesday.
I know my voice is actually a little like, I don't know if people actually can hear it with Kevin's super high quality audio, but I am like choking on my tonsils right now because I have swollen tonsils, and I've had swollen tonsils for about a month, so it's a little annoying, and like that's also a big thing that was affecting any kind of performance I would have with PattNardz.
In karaoke, that's what he really means.
In karaoke. Mostly karaoke. No, like I'm just, because again, the whole musical theater thing, so karaoke is not serious for me, but it's like I want to sound okay. Even if I'm like wasted, I need to sound legible and sing some notes.
I thought you were going to say legendary.
I need to sound legendary.
Yes.
But yeah. So
yeah. How you been, man?
Oh man, it's been so good. I mean, like we literally just hung out yesterday. So for people who are not in the know, me and Kevin were at karaoke yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. It's been
if we're
a long
not
time.
at karaoke on Tuesdays, then the other thing we have going on is emo night. So literally, we just live for Tuesdays, and nothing happens to us for the rest of the month.
We're just sitting there alone in our rooms on Wednesday through Mondays.
Yeah.
But yeah. So no, I like again still doing the video game stuff. Like my game that I'm working on is having a massive update, so I'm super busy with all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Also, holy crap, E3 is going on. I've been watching the.
Was this the last day or is tomorrow the last day?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I feel like it ends on a Thursday.
On a Thursday. Holy shit. I thought today was Thursday. I thought tomorrow was like Friday. I was like, oh, so good that the week is here.
God, that hurts.
Yeah,
that hurts so bad.
Really
now
bad.
You're going to go to work and be like, I got to do this again.
Yeah. The worst is when you get off work and then you go to bed and then you have a dream about work.
Yeah.
And then you wake up and you have to go to work and it's like...
It's like, I don't want to continue the work day in bed.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know if I'm leaving a nightmare or about to go into one.
One of the things that was really funny that I used to have relating to that was I used to serve tables in New York City. That's what you do in your musical theater. You become a waiter. And I would have like fever dreams in the middle of the night that I like still had a check open or something, and I never like closed it down. And usually in restaurants, if you work for a really shady restaurant or like a bar, that's your responsibility. So that comes out of your pay.
Right.
If somebody just like stuck you with the bill.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, don't fucking dine and dash.
Yeah.
Because you're literally just like taking almost 100% of that person's money for that whole night. Like that sucks so much. I've had that happen a couple of times. So like, I'd just be in the middle of the night. I'd be like, oh my God, those people freaking pay. I'm like, well, I made it home.
Just reminded me of Emperor's New Groove when Kronk wakes up all of a sudden. He's like, the peasant at the diner. He didn't pay his check.
The stupid like happy birthday from the diner.
Yeah, well, the best part of that movie is when Kronk is humming his own theme song against the wall.
Yeah. That whole movie is amazing. So amazing.
Yes.
Like, it's just...
also, we're huge Patrick Warburton fans.
Yeah. He can't... Like, you can take any cartoon character and looking like anything and put his voice on it. I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
And it's just the funniest thing.
And it fits so well. I'm like, this is exactly what this person would sound like.
Like, I bet you he's never in a bad mood because he just hears his own voice and it makes him laugh.
He just wakes up and he says something, and then it's just like, God damn, I'm sexy. Like, I can't, my voice is God right now.
My voice is hilarious. That sounds like fucking
real
Obama.
Bad. I'm really bad at voices, which is so dumb because the whole acting thing. It's like, hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
It's so bad. It's not even good. And now we're going to have
give me an
HD audio of me effing up Patrick Warburton's voice. But yeah, so I've been like watching a crap load of E3 at work. Yeah.
I was going to say one more thing about Patrick Warburton.
Sure, why not? Go for it.
So I was at Disneyland and I just realized like how frequently his voice is used just all over Disneyland. He's like,
I can imagine.
He's the host on Soarin'.
Yeah.
He has he's a robot, he's a droid on Star Tours, but they like made his voice go up a few octaves, but you can still tell it's him. And I'm sure there was like one more, but fucking I feel like he recorded Kronk, you know, for Emperor's New Groove, and Disney was like, we need you for everything.
Yeah, I think it's actually in his contract that he has to do at least 700 voices in a month, and then he's allowed to have a day off. It's like you have to record 600 hours of audio footage every day. And he's like, oh no. He's actually just found out he's like trapped. He's like he's held prisoner by Disney Corporation somewhere in a bunker underneath Disney World, and it's just like he's not allowed to leave. He has to just voice everything.
That's really funny.
One of our friends is a voice actor too, so I'm sure he'll be able to vouch for that kind of torture voice acting.
Of friends, voice actors.
I thought you were just gonna stop there.
Yeah,
like we have lots of friends.
We do, believe us.
So again, we live for Tuesdays, so it's just like us sitting by ourselves, sad. Not even like the lights are off. The lights are off, or it has like that one dangling light bulb. Like, who even has those kind of lights anymore?
Pat.
What?
Patrick.
Shut up.
Patty.
None of these things. Patty, I've been called.
I'm so tired. I came up with this idea because I knew, like, we're usually tired after work.
Yeah.
And we usually just go to Denny's or something and just die at the fucking booth.
Yeah, just like fall asleep.
Yeah.
My moon's over my hammy.
But while we just talk the whole time, and I was like, fucking, let's just do that and record it. This is pretty fucking raw.
This is really raw. This is like non-focused. Most of this is just us getting this like out and just getting something going.
Therapy.
I just want to open up to everybody because I don't even know why I have a microphone in front of my mouth.
Like I have an L couch, so
I love you call it like an L couch, like it's like EL, like it's Spanish.
No, like that's
I have an L couch, El Cacho.
That's those whatever those sectionals and fucking.
Sectionals also is a thing that you do in chorus.
It's an L couch where like Pat could be lying on one part and I'm sitting on the short end and it could be like a therapist.
It's like
talking to a patient.
So how was work today? I'm like, well, it's really hard. I mean, I just wanna make everybody proud. I just want to make the internet proud, guys.
Everyone proud.
I want to make the internet proud of me.
Yeah.
It's all
I wish my parents believed in me.
Your parents believe in me.
What? How dare you?
They call me every day and say how proud I am. How proud they are of me.
That's fucked up.
They say you suck, though. And they're like, Kevin sucks.
So messed up.
Super messed up.
I try so hard.
Hi, Mom.
I get so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter because fuck Pat.
That actually is in the song. Yeah. It's like it's in those like.
In the end,
he pulls the mic away from him.
Fuck Pat.
Doesn't even matter. Fuck
Pat. Okay, so you wanted to talk about E3.
Yes, I wanted to talk about E3.
Just keep it somewhat PattNardz related.
I mean, God, we're in like fucking like 2 hours of us bullshitting, and then it's like, oh yeah.
You wanna know how long we've been recording? This sounds funny when I'm way back here.
Like what, 15 minutes?
20.
20 minutes and we got nothing going?
20 minutes and we finally finished the intro. Okay.
Let me just
fucking E3, go for it.
Let's just like talk about how much we've rehearsed this.
No.
Oh man. Okay. Well, so E3. The internet has spoken for the most part, and all I heard was Sony's was good. Nintendo wins.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Microsoft?
Well, that's every year. There's nothing different. Oh, actually, Sony's conference last year was fucking incredible. They had a shit ton of games. And a lot of the games this year were like games that were announced last year. But it was still solid. And those are games that I'm pretty excited for. Fucking Shadow of the Colossus HD remake. Like
that's kind of cool.
That's awesome. And
that's one of those titles that you just forgot existed because I don't know, people who don't know older video game consoles don't like understand that the PlayStation 2 was so fucking bomb. Like it was so good. God, like every game that came out for that was just so good.
Yeah.
Like you were guaranteed that you were gonna have like 7 sequels on one console. Like it was like this is gonna last freaking forever. Like that console lasted like it seemed like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like it just was non-stop PlayStation 2 the whole time. Then they had to make the slim version.
And then they do those HD remasters, yeah. And those PS2 games look fucking good. Like they age really well.
Yeah. Like it's really cool when you like I mean this is again a little like off topic from Sony, but when they made the Majora's Mask remake for the 3DS, I'm super shocked that it looked that good.
Oh yeah.
Because you forget that technology moves forward.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is on a smaller console that doesn't have the mass that N64 had. So I would think that this is going to look like garbage on a 3DS. And then you're like, wait a minute, the 3DS is more powerful than the N64. What is technology?
What was the announcement that made you the most excited? You already know mine.
I know. I think
everyone already knows.
I know. I think mine was similar to that.
Really?
Because there wasn't one thing that I was like, what is this? I was like
it was
blown
mostly
off.
Expected stuff, and we got to see more of expected stuff.
Yeah, like we all knew about Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
And his little eyeball hat walking around New York City. Yeah, I still think the cross-platform Rocket League on the Switch.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous how that game keeps going cross-platform.
That game is like...
That's like revolutionary, and then it's not going to go anywhere because they want to keep making that PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live stuff. But like, man, I really wish everything was that.
New stuff to Rocket League. Like Rocket League still feels new. It's
just so quick.
That was the first game I got for my PS4, and I got it for free on PlayStation Plus, and it's still the game I play the most.
Yeah. The first game that I got on PS4 was Assassin's Creed Unity. Is it worth it?
I'm not big on Assassin's Creed games.
I just want everybody to know it was worth it. It wasn't worth it.
Has always felt clunky to me.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking love that franchise. Unity
looked interesting.
Unity by far was their worst. Was that just as a kick in the nuts when they made that. I was like, no, what are you doing?
Like even when I was playing Black Flag, I wanted to really like that game because there were parts of that game that I really, really liked. But then whenever it brought me back to the core Assassin's Creed gameplay with their combat system,
like they're like,
so
you have to parry.
Yeah.
Like everything has to parry. Like if you don't parry, you're just gonna get hit in the face.
It's just, I don't know.
I mean, I loved 3. 3 was by far my favorite. That's the Revolutionary War one, and that was like,
cool.
ugh. And even like Unity's like where their story where it takes place is awesome. French Revolution, what? But like, I don't know. I mean, the rest of the graphics and all the rushed gameness of it kind of killed it.
Okay, so since we both agreed on like what made us the most excited, what's the second? What comes in second for you?
Okay, this is dumb because I never really played it, but I want it to get big.
Okay.
Pokken.
Yeah. No.
I would love to see Pokken get legitimate esport worthy.
That'd be cool.
Because every time I've ever seen it try to go into esports, like try to get into Evo or something, it gets laughed out, and it's like, no.
I heard like it's actually pretty deep.
It looks deep. Like it looks like it can have a pretty like extensive gameplay that you can combo and not necessarily juggle, but you have your like backup characters, a la like Marvel vs. Capcom kind of stuff or Tekken Tag, and like that's kind of cool. And you have like your little like Mega Evolution kind of things. Like it's super neat, but there's just so many things about it that I'm like, it needs to definitely get a little bit more like balanced is a weird way of saying it.
Yeah.
But I always feel like every time I watch any legit match in some sort of tournament, it's always the same people playing the same characters. And it's like, oh, I'm going to pick Mewtwo. It's like, duh. It's like, duh. You know, like the fact that Mewtwo's in it.
Lucario.
Yeah. The Dragon Ball Z Pokemon. Like it's like, oh yeah, he's doing the Kamehameha wave for Psychic. That's weird.
The other game that I'm like super excited for is the Spider-Man game for PS4.
Whenever the F that's gonna come out, 2018.
2018. You know what surprised me during Sony's conference was that there was nothing. I don't think there was anything for from Sucker Punch. And I think their last game was Infamous Second Son.
Oh, yeah.
And they're usually one of the, biggest game developers for Sony.
Yeah.
And, it's been a while. Like, a Second Son came out on launch for PS4. And I thought when there were rumors about a Spider-Man PS4 game, I thought for sure that they would be the ones making it, not Insomniac. That was like a huge shock to me.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that you're like, it got a little weird with like game developers, stuff like that. Like the fact that like WB is making the Cars 3 game.
What?
So WB is making Cars 3. And all I want them to do is put Bugs Bunny in it with this, just flipping people off. Yeah. Just be like, why are you giving, like, quote unquote, your enemy the rights to make this game? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you're Disney.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
They got along nicely for Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
That was probably the one time.
How long ago was that? Like, and then, it's like half the people that are listening right now barely remember Roger Rabbit, or they've only heard about it.
They've never seen it. They should. That's a great movie.
Amazing movie. It's super good.
Yeah, that's a timeless classic.
Oh yeah, so soapbox time.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna get a little pitted here.
Are we?
So
I have no idea what you're about to say.
Okay. I get that like E3 is a really cool thing for people to go to. I get it. I firmly believe it should have not have been open to the public.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Just watching the streams looked stupid. I was watching it just was so oversold, and there looked like there was no room. Like I have so many friends that are there. And they're like, it is awful. The lines are stupid long compared to anything I've ever gone to. It's like 4 hours to play Odyssey? No. And it's like for a hat. Like they gave out hats. And I was like, well, I better get something for waiting 4 hours. Like, good God. Like, it's ridiculous because you don't get that much gameplay footage. Yeah. And they have to cut you off at some point in time, and it's not a great way that
it's not supposed to be a convention. It's supposed to be like a networking event.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of that happening outside of the private parties, right. Which is what every time I've ever gone to any kind of convention that is not so like MagFest and partying kind of, or like Anime Expo. Every time I've gone to like a smaller convention that is more focused on independent like games and stuff like that, there's a large opportunity to network and talk to people and talk about their games, like how they make it and all that stuff. And everybody who I know that is industry there said that you could not talk to anybody because you're just forced. It's like you're like in a crowded gymnasium kind of thing. Like everyone is just like awkwardly close to everybody, and it's just like I can't talk to somebody like this. And then when I was saying before with the gameplay thing, even when people were saying that it's cool because I didn't really want to network. I just wanted to play those games like right off the bat. But that's not the best way that I would ever want to play games. Being super pressured because there's somebody right behind me who just waited just as long as I did to get that game, and I can feel him breathing on the back of my neck. Like it's like, okay, I get it. I jumped 3 times on Mario like Odyssey and I'm done. Like that's a very negative way for me to play a game, and I automatically, like, when you have those first impressions, like, you don't want that to be your first impression, because you'd be like, oh man, Mario Odyssey sucks, because I was super uncomfortable the whole time I was playing it.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the game. It's just your experience.
Yeah, you have a really crappy experience. Like, it's like if you went to go and see a movie with a really crappy person, and you're like, okay, this movie sucked because the person that was with me sucked.
Oh, yeah. Definitely have had that happen before.
Yeah. I mean, we've all had the situation where, like, the kid's crying kind of right next to you, and you're like, oh, this movie's awful. And it's not the movie, it's awful, just the experience that you had.
What was the last movie you saw?
Power Rangers. No, Guardians.
I saw Wonder Woman.
That's hot. How was that?
I thought it was good. I thought it's about time DC got on the board. I won't say that they've been on the board. I'm one of those people that thought The Dark Knight was a great movie.
Okay.
For some reason, it's become cool to hate that movie now. But, like, when that movie came out, everyone thought that was a fucking masterpiece. And it's just so cool to hate on it now.
Yeah.
I think it's still great. And, I mean, it's not a perfect Batman movie, but whatever. And Wonder Woman was solid. It was like a great standalone story. They didn't try to tease too much, like, oh, you know, she's gonna be in Justice League and this and that. I
love how you gave him like this old timey like radio.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's gonna be.
Previously on Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
I'm
on old time radio. It's like Kevin just talks to like the high pants fast talker guys.
But yeah, I enjoyed it, and good on you in DC, because fucking that we could talk for an hour about how much I hated Batman v Superman. But maybe we'll save that for another time.
Yeah, we have to save that for when we get Will on it, because I do not know a lot about films. I haven't seen a lot of films. I always like watch like documentaries and boring crap. So like every time there's like a movie that's like hitting theaters, there's a really good chance I'm not in it. And then when I moved out here and I started going to movies with you, that's like the first time I've been in a movie theater in like a long time. It was like it's like, oh, it's been like 2 years, and it's like, now I'm gonna see Power Rangers.
Yeah, and because I love trailers so much, I'm always that guy. Like, as soon as a trailer drops, I'm like, did you see the fucking...
And I'm like, never clicked it. I'm like, yeah, it looks cool. It's like, did you click it? Are you just literally like reviewing this based on the thumbnail?
Yeah, and everyone's like, no one cares, Kevin, okay? Like, I don't want to watch anything until the movie's out. And
yeah, we just hate on Kevin the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
like, Kevin like texts us in like a group chat, and we're just like, Kevin, shut the fuck up.
There was one time.
That's not true. That's not true.
I think the funniest interaction we had in that group chat. Well, okay, there's two.
Are you gonna do the math one?
Well, that's the number one.
Okay.
For me. Number two for me was I had like this suggestion to get on this app where like it's like we could chat with each other, but then also like chat live stream it or something. There was some really cool
it was like
audience.
A Discord.
There was some really cool audience interaction with that was about it, and I was like, God, this looks so fucking cool. It's gonna be like the next big thing. You all should get it. And then I never got it. And fucking Pat and Will actually do get it, or having like conversations without me.
Yeah, we're just like, hey, so did you invite Kevin? Yeah, I invited Kevin. Cool. And then like we're just sitting there talking to each other, like awkward conversations, because we were just talking for a while on Facebook, and it's just like, no.
And it was my fucking idea.
And it was your freaking idea, and you didn't show up, and we're like, where is Kevin? I'll invite him this time. So then I'll invite Kevin, and he still doesn't show up. And it's like, God. It's a really boss app, Kevin.
And you can tell the math story.
I'm trying to remember like what.
It was
like what he was describing.
I remember. It was like so you have to, the way YouTube works with ad revenue now, I think you need to have at least 10,000 total views on your channel before you can start
be monetized. Yeah.
I think that's what it was. And then when fucking Will's math, he was like,
it's so good because
we had like, we just need to do.
Because we had like what?
He was like, we just need to do 10 more videos and get at least 10 views on each video.
Oh, yeah. Like, we had, like, 100 subs. Yeah. And he was like, we can easily get that. Because if we just do 10 videos and we each get, like, 10 views on each video, then, bam, we were right there. And then I'm like, no, math.
I don't think we even math right just now, but we're fucking tired. We were just trying to recap the story accurately, but
yeah, it's like
kind of fucked it up.
Math. It's like
so funny.
It's like 10 times 10.
Oh my god! Because I was like, the thing about Will, we've never talked about this.
What?
The thing about Will, we haven't told the audience about this, our little audience, that like Will. He kind of views himself as perfect. Like he does no wrong. Like that's why in the high ABV episode when he kept fucking up, that's why we were laughing so hard.
Because it was an anomaly. Like it just did not make sense of why. Like that doesn't happen.
Yeah, he's a lucky motherfucker. He has a lot of good stuff happen to him, and then he's always just like, oh, it's because I'm amazing. And you have to do like this certain hand gesture that you can't see, but it's so fucking funny, and yeah,
it's so stupid.
Will can't math.
This is one weakness. Like he's like a superhero that has like one weakness, and his weakness is math.
Yeah.
Yo, what are we at on time? Gotta be long as heck.
Yeah.
Like kudos to anybody that's still listening. What's up? How you guys doing?
55 minutes.
Ooh, we're in the 55-minute mark. It's gonna get real crazy right now. No, it's not.
Crazy right now.
Pants are off. Both pants are off.
Should we close it out, or do you want to keep going?
No, we should close out.
Okay.
Like 55 minutes is pretty long.
Yeah, let's close out our tab.
Close our tab. Is that gonna be our tagline? We're getting taglines now.
Yeah, we're gonna close out our tabs.
Check please.
And then the viewer closes the tab in their browser. It's perfect.
But what if he didn't want to close the tab? What if he wanted to check out, or she? Mm-hmm. What if he or she wanted to watch our other videos? You're forcing them to close the tab. You bastard. We need those views.
That's true. Just close out your tab. Make sure to leave a tip.
It's like you do like the old like YouTuber thing where you're just like, and close out your tab. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and
that's still a thing.
Yeah, I know. They're like,
still do that.
Like, hey, can you guys like, comment, and subscribe? Most importantly, share.
Share. That's the one thing that people never did.
I know. Like, share is like not a thing. It's like, I liked it. Thanks. And you know, if you do like it, thank you. But like,
for the longest time, I didn't even have like an account on YouTube. I just watch stuff.
Yeah, I didn't have an account on YouTube until I started like dorking around with iMovie, and then and then I just moved accounts, and I was like, okay, so I had like my one account where I just like look up stupid videos that are just dumb. Mostly it's like speedrun stuff.
You were looking at videos of people getting hit in the nards, and that's why you're called PattNardz.
That is not.
Like nards.
That's not.
It's true because
it's
now it's out there.
Complete BS. This is not like. It's been defined. And it's like, you can't take this back.
Yeah.
It's been defined. It's like also Kevin Abernathy. It's because when he was a baby, he just was really gross baby, and it was Abernasty.
I thought thought of something really funny.
I was like, super not good.
Like, so you know how in every PattNardz, it starts off with your intro, like the orange background thing going over something. And then it goes into the logo and then disappears.
Sure.
And then we close the episode with it going back in again, right?
Yeah.
Well, I said for this podcast that the whole background is going to be your logo on a fucking orange background, right?
Yeah.
So when I do the intro, it's going to be like over its own logo.
Do it anyway. It's just like, here's my logo, there's my logo.
Yeah, you guys will probably, if anyone's watching
logos on logos.
They watch the beginning and they're just like, what the fuck?
Pat logos.
That looks so bad.
It's so bad, it's so good. Again, this is mostly like a test. So like the next ones are going to be a lot more focused conversation wise.
I kind of like it like this.
You like it like this? This is where it's going to go?
Yeah, just
raw?
Loose.
Loosey-goosey?
Raw.
Well, maybe the intro. Maybe we work on the intro.
We talked about E3.
That was not the intro.
Structure. Well, I know the intro we did. We fucking went off the rails.
This is a disaster. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check, please.
Oh, we just keep coming back. Like, we stop the episode, we walk away, and then we go get something to eat, and there's just silence, and then we come back, and we have more ideas for closings.
But like, I'm just picturing like, I'll have what she is having.
Could I get this to go?
Do you guys have a to-go menu? No, but yeah, like maybe a little structure in the beginning would be great. That'd be cool. You think? Kevin's like so far away from his microphone. He just died.
Can I start a new tab?
Wait, hold on. I think I drank too much.
I like. Oh wow, you can hear everything through these monitors.
Oh, he's talking about his headphones.
Yeah, well, I have it hooked up to the mixer right now, and like I can hear conversations that are going on through the wall. And it's not.
It's like creepy white noise kind of stuff.
It's like pretty clear.
Can you like hear you? Like is anybody getting your?
Yeah, like okay. I can hear me, but like, I guess the gain is high enough where. That's nuts.
Like it's this dead silence, and then Kevin just runs back to the microphone. That's nuts. I'll have what
PattNardz. That's nuts.
That just sounds like a 90s toy commercial. PattNardz. That's nuts.
All right. I got nothing else. I left it all on the floor.
Okay, LeBron.